Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be doing part 2 of my JTAC tutorial. In this video I'm going to be talking about and showing and demonstrating how you communicate with a JTAC and how you can utilize them in a night mission scenario, which I feel like is the best and most fun time to use them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing fired up and get the mission going. This is going to be a bit of a long video. I plan on recording and doing this entirety of this mission. Our mission entails running along the border of the Gaza Strip and taking out any targets that have been deemed a threat to Israel. And so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to communicate with our different JTACs here and hit the targets they tell us to go after. Now, with using the JTAC in a mission like this, there's a lot of going back and forth. So keep in mind that you're going to need to be opening your communications tab and responding to your JTAC multiple times. So either key up your communications button on something that's easy to use, or just be ready to have to press and open it up multiple times. While I'm warming this baby up, I'm going to go ahead and contact Uzi, our first JTAC in the area, and we're going to let him know that we are going to be ready in 15 minutes or less.
Uzi 1-1, this is in field 1-1-8864, X-ray Victor 3260 at 300. I have radar Hellfire, rockets 1,200, cannon. Time on station is 0 plus 15. Available for tasking. What do you have for us?
Should respond momentarily.
Infield 1, this is Uzi 1-1, Type 2 in effect. Advise when ready for 9-line.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and wait to call back to him until we are currently en route. And then we'll let him know that we're ready. But for now, we'll just go ahead and wait. Let's get the second engine going.
Fixed wing, 7 o'clock, searching.
Alright, get this set over to my RWR. Everything looks good. Turn off our APU. Alright, we are good to go into the air. Make sure my alignment is fully ready. It looks like it's not ready yet, so I'm going to wait a few more seconds. Once I get the video background here, then I'm basically confident that my INS is ready. I could be so wrong on that, but I don't know how to do the INS manually in the Apache, so just always let it do it on its own. Alright, looks like it's ready. Alright. FCR to pilot head site. There we go. Cool.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock, searching.
Whoa! Alright, that wasn't so bad. Alright, now that we are currently en route, I will go ahead and contact Uzi and let him know we are on the way.
Ready to copy.
Radar, 1 o'clock, searching.
Line is as
Radar,
follows.
1 o'clock,
2,
searching.
3,
Radar,
NA.
1 o'clock, searching.
190 feet, MSL. Column of vehicles. X-ray, Victor, 298171889. Marked by infrared pointer. 0, northeast, 8000. Egress, east. Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
Alright, so now we'll let him know that we heard his message loud and clear of where the target should be and what it should be. It's going to be a column of vehicles.
Ready to copy remarks.
Radio
Use
so loud.
radar Hellfire. 2, Zeus, west, 1, nautical. CU-23, northwest, 0, nautical.
Alright, so he wants me to use laser hellfire. So let's go ahead and have the gunner watch this up. Now, this is something I found out through experience. Do not tell your gunner to laser designate or spot a target until you are given the go-ahead to go hot on your target. If you do it any time beforehand, the JTAC will tell you to abort, and he does not want you to target that unit until you are ready.
Fixed wing,
190,
searching.
X-ray, Victor, 298171889.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of back and forth with these guys
Feedback
until
correct.
they give us the clear
Report
to go
IP
hot.
inbound.
Alright, I'm going to let him know IP inbound. After this, I'm going to be able to request an IR laser. He told me earlier he's going to designate the target with an IR laser, so I know that's what he's going to do. So first I'll just report IP
In
inbound.
field, 1. IP inbound. Infield, 1. Continue.
Alright, now that he's given me continue, I'll call him again, and I will let him know. Well, I'm going to get a little closer, actually, before I call this out. But once I get closer, I'm going to call out Sparkle, and he's going to put an IR laser down from the sky, where I'm going to be able to see it with my IR sensors. This is what makes this thing, the JTAC, so much fun to use. Let's go ahead and pick up a little speed here. We're going a little slow. Once I get to this waypoint here, I'm going to go ahead and give him a call. Now looking at my TSD, I can see the targets that he is spotting. They've already shown up through my data link here on my display. So if I wanted, I could use my FCR to target them and grab a hold of them so I can get a better idea of where they are. That should not mess with the JTAC. So let's go ahead and do that right now. See if it sees anything. It does. But I'm going to remain cold. I'm not going hot just yet until I let him know. So let's go ahead and call out Sparkle.
In field, 1. Sparkle. Sparkle.
Boom. There it is. Look at that. What a beautiful thing. Now, we're not cleared to go hot yet. We're going to let him know
Fixed
that we
wing,
see the
3
laser.
o'clock, searching. Radar,
Which right now, while I
1
have a
o'clock,
chance, I'll let you
searching.
see this. I can ask him to snake. If you're having trouble seeing the laser, you can request
In
a snake.
field, 1. Snake.
Radar, 1 o'clock,
Snake.
searching.
This will make him move the laser around in an S pattern to help you contact it. Then you can tell him to go steady.
In field 1. Steady. Steady.
Yep, and there he is, right back on target. Now I'm going to let him know that I see the
In
laser.
field 1. Contact Sparkle. In field 1. Continue.
And I'm going to let him know I am
In
now in
field
on that
1.
target.
In from the south. In field 1. Cleared hot.
Alright, we've been cleared hot, so I'm going to go ahead and
Aircraft's
tell my
hard.
gunner to look for the target.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Let's try that again. That's bad.
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Alright, he sees
Target
it.
in sight.
Yep, and you can see in the screen down there, he's right on that laser. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the go-ahead to fire.
Laser on. Laser's off.
And he has fired. Boom, target hit. I'm going to go ahead and use
Good effects. Good effects.
my FCR lock on here, and I'm going to go ahead and fire some missiles myself manually. Let's see, where's my cursor here? Switch to the other target. Rifle.
Radar.
Oh, it was a bit of a
Searching.
can't to see if it can hit it. Oh, he hit the same target. Alright, I'm going to go to guns here. Turn off the FCR lock.
In field 1.
Boom.
Target destroyed.
Fixed wing. 4 o'clock. Searching.
And that is how it's done.
In field 1. No further tasking available. Nice work. You may depart.
Alright, he's now given us the go-ahead to depart. We're going to go ahead and turn back around here, try to stay out of the Gaza Strip here. We don't know what could be lingering inside those buildings. There are lots of targets in there that I do not want to find me. Just going to go ahead and stay in the stealth, or in the darkness here to stay hidden. So that's the basis of how to communicate and go back and forth with your JTAC. You kind of need to be particular when using one. He will get angry if you do anything during that whole process, such as targeting somebody or launching a missile or firing at a different target. Let's say a jet comes in the middle of our tasking and engages us. He is going to yell at us for shooting at him, which I feel like is kind of stupid because it's self-defense. Like, sometimes you have to break away. So what you can do is I'm not currently synced up with any JTAC right now, but if I was in the middle of communication, I could pull up the menu and I could say that I'm going cold or that I am no longer able, and that'll allow me to engage any targets at will without him constantly screaming at me. So keep that in mind. JTACs, again, are very particular about what weapon you use on what target sometimes. Not all the time, though. As you saw there, I finished off that third target with my guns, even though he requested for AGMs. And so that is something that you can do. You don't have to do exactly what he says, as long as you're hitting the correct target. Now, I'm going to make another JTAC tutorial here explaining how to more define set them up in the mission editor. For example, there's ways to set them to designate specific
10 o'clock.
targets
Searching.
using specific methods. So I could set up a JTAC, for example, to mark those vehicles we just took out using
Fixed
really
wing.
peak flares
2 o'clock.
or
Searching.
an actual laser code instead of an IR laser. I chose to do the IR laser because it's at night. It's one of the coolest ways to use them, but I can show how to set that all up in another video. I know in daytime scenarios, when you set up a JTAC to target things manually, it'll almost always use a Willy Pete, and at night it'll almost always use an IR laser. Sometimes when you let the JTAC choose a target and a targeting method, it'll kind of be buggy. Sometimes it'll just say no mark at night. It's really frustrating, especially with infantry. It'll say no mark,
Radar.
give you a grid coordinate,
o'clock.
and that's all the help it's
Searching.
going to give
Radar.
you, and expect you to
o'clock.
find that target
Searching.
and take him out. So keep that in mind. Setting them up to just designate targets freely can be a lot of fun, but it can also, they can act a little funny sometimes. They'll designate the wrong targets, or they'll use an inappropriate method for targeting them for you, making it difficult to find them. And that's where knowing how to set them up in the mission editor in a way so that they designate a specific target in a specific way and with specific weapons in mind. It's not that hard to do, it just takes a couple extra steps, so I'll go ahead and show that here eventually. Let's see if I can land this properly. Just to make sure we're clear in the sky, let's go ahead and call our AWACS here.
Overlord 1-1. In field 1. Request bogey dope. Infield 1. Overlord 1-1. Clean.
Okay, I've got targets over there. Let's look off to the left here. My FCR is not tracking my sight anymore. There we
Radar.
go.
11 o'clock. Searching.
I'm not
Fixed
seeing
wing.
anything out
3
there.
o'clock. Searching.
I think that fixed wing is my AWACS plane. Let's go ahead and look over there just in case. I know there are some enemy helicopters out here wandering around, so that's why I'm wondering if one picked me up. It doesn't look like it. Alright, let's focus on trying to land this son of a gun. We're gonna pass our fucking base here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back around. Don't want to land on those tents. Come on now. Just like that. It's a decent descent. Let's set her down. Nice. Alright, didn't ram the tail into the ground like I usually do. Alright, so that was just a little tutorial of how to communicate and use the JTACs. I could go into more depth. This mission has quite a bit more to do, but I don't want to make this a 45-minute long video. I successfully was able to show how to communicate,
Fixed wing.
pick up a
8
designated
o'clock.
target that they've
Searching.
designated, and hit it effectively.